Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. I have been sounding the alarm to the politicians back in Jamaica about what is about to befall them, what will happen to them. And I have written exclusively about what I had foreseen for the future of you Jamaican politicians, from the Nakis and the Clappis. This video is totally different, not your ordinary video. You understand? And Ezekiel 33 verse 6 to 7 says, "But if the watchman see war, but I am saying danger coming, and doesn't blow the trumpet, warning the politicians, and what is about war comes and take anyone off, I'll hold the watchman responsible for the bloodshed of any unwarned sinner. You, son of man, are the watchman." So I am the watchman, you know. I am here to warn the politicians back in Jamaica, because you guys don't even know what is happening, you know. So at first, you know, I want you to listen to this guy, you know, because maybe you people there, you know, think it's a joke, you know, because I've been telling you guys for years, you know, say that you guys need to change your ways, because the people are tired of the corruptions. They're tired of the corruption, the cronyism and all of that. But this, I have two of them, you know. One of them is within the Jamaica Young Police Group, and I have to tell him that, look, we're not over here supporting what you're saying. But they says, if the watchman see the danger and don't want the people, if the blood spill, the blood of the people is on the watchman's shoulder. So I'm going to let you guys know this now, you know. So you watch, you listen, and you decide, because this is what, you know, a Jamaican is saying, you know. And police, I want you to take note too, you know, because it's not only the politicians. But, you know, as usual, the police is always the first target. But remember, you know, to reach the politician, they have to reach through the police. But criminals, they realize what it meant in 2010, and that was just a test run, because they had political support, you know. It doesn't matter where all of these men came from who died down there in Tivoli Gardens in defense of Christopher Dudus-Coke. And Christopher Dudus-Coke is in America awaiting to finish his sentence to go back to Jamaica. And they are all dead. I want you to listen to this man. Not your ordinary Jamaican at all. Police, young police, Major Anthony Anderson, Dr. Horace Chang. Every young police must be armed from the day they graduate from the Jamaica Police Academy, or National Police College. Every police officer must be armed, because I want you to listen to this man, you know. You listen, you watch, and you decide.
Yeah, I don't know when I come on this we talking, and enough people don't like the truth, you know, but me never give a fuck, you know. Because you see, a poor people alone in Jamaica suffer, you know. Me nah see police go uptown or up in a certain place, go terrorize the people them with them store and the people them who sell them things, you know, brother. A poor people alone, them mash up people stall, mash up people car, mash up people goods, fuck up people things, and then them a come bad up themselves on it. Alright, police and nobody at Jamaica. And that Jamaican people for bumbo clock realize police is nobody in our country. Them no worth nothing. No police at Jamaica are worth for living. Both man and woman, the whole on of a blood clot dead. You see, if me did have the blood clot power and the energy and the strength like some of them man that want to make some bumbo clot money, may I tell you, brother, first thing, House of Parliament I get burned down.
I hope somebody from the current government, you know, the PMP LGBT plus government, you know, to listen to what this man is saying, you know. This is a direct and imminent threat, you know, to every member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, you know, and this is not any joke. So that's why I'm telling Major Anthony Anderson and Dr. Horace Chang to arm every young police officer who graduated from the Jamaica Police Academy, to arm them. Who do not want to be armed, don't give them any gun, because some of them are idiots. The supervisors supposed to know who you can trust with a gun, because some of these police, they are cowards. They would, somebody will just take the gun from them. Some of them are not, they don't have the police mind and the police art. You hear what this man is saying? This imminent threat to the police officers' lives in Jamaica, and this is what he wants. He wants every police, the knockies and clappies, to get rid of the police officers. But not only the police officers, because Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the golden one, Mark Golden, I want you to listen, because Mark Golden and the PMP LGBTQ plus party, you think that because you are in bed with the criminals in Jamaica, that you think that they're going to kiss up to you. I want you to listen to what this man is saying. I don't know him, but I want you to listen to him. Because if the watchman see the danger and don't warn the people, when the blood spill, the blood of the people is on the watchman's shoulder. So that's why I'm warning you guys, because your blood not going to be on my shoulder. You watch, you listen, and you decide.
House of Parliament I get gunshot for days of rain pound of blood clot up of that. You hear that? And then after that, me attack every police station in a blood clot Jamaica. I mean, I talk about good for suffer for bad. All police I see them go suck out on a mama. Me tired of go up on my blood clot phone and see how to treat poor people. How to deal with poor people. How to deal with poor people like say poor people now no bumbo clot chat. Because poor people alone police deal with fuck up.
I hope Miss Donna Scott Borasing Motley, I hope she's hearing this, and Senator Peter Bunting, because they're the one that's batting for men like this one, saying that they need to be talked to, and Delroy Chuck and the other Brown, other JLP LGBTQ plus member of Parliament. I want you guys to listen to this guy, because you guys realize now, because this man, you know that you don't have to ask, this is a man who have hatred for the entire system. On a criminal alone, criminals and criminal-minded people hate police. Decent and law-abiding citizens do not hate the police. Them go hate the thieving police, the criminal police them. You understand? We not talk about the robber them. We talk about good police. So we continue the journey, because you guys don't, you think that everything is hunky-dory. But watch what is coming, because Mark Golden, I heard on tape, saying it's 8 years you want for people that kill people, and get parole. Apparently you don't have nobody that criminals kill, because you live uptown, because you're the golden boy. So I want you to continue the journey and listen to this terrorist that is sending out the threat to you guys and members of the security force. But he did not mention this members of the JDF, but we'll continue the journey. Listen, you watch, you listen, you decide.
Poor people alone police deal with fuck up. Look on that big blood, look on that girl there. Where bumbo clot thief for much millions, brawling, big trapping. You see them draw and pull her. When you see them go to terrorize her. But Mecca did one little blood clot, man, in liable for losing life. And all the police of Jamaica do go around and terrorize people, fuck with people. Hey.
So you know that when this man is talking about, how they treated this woman, he's talking about Jean and Panton, the former police officer who was appointed to be chaplain by P.J. Patterson. And those of us who were police officers know that P.J. Patterson do not appoint anyone unless they are PMP loyalists. Remember, you small had to leave Jamaica, and could not get a job in the Caribbean, because of P.J. Patterson. You have to be loyal to him, not to the PMP party, to him. And her father, Dr. Panton, was appointed as chaplain of the police force. So this woman, her father, more or less, I'm not asking, was a PMP LGBTQ plus activist in the police force. And this man, he's upset the way that the police treated her. And he's saying it's because she lives uptown, which he has every right to be upset. But the threat against the police, not acceptable. So something has to be done about this one. You know? So we'll continue the journey. You watch, you listen, and you decide.
Every police at Jamaica fi dead. Every politician at Jamaica fi dead. All our no big heads fi dead. And una fuck up the country. And una fuck up poor people. Imagine, at the end of the day, police out there.
Yes, the reason why we cut out that part of the clip because he has said something very disrespectful to the Prime Minister. We are not going to give any guy any oxygen for saying any disrespectful thing about any politician, irrespective of who one feel or one political lightnings. We must respect the Prime Minister because he's elected the leader of the country. Whether you're a PMP LGBTQ plus activist and you did not vote for him, that's how democracy works. You understand? So we continue the journey, but I hope, I hope all of the politicians who vote for the Indicom Act, I hope they're watching this guy, You understand? Because we have no sympathy for those, who embolden criminals. So we continue the journey.
Mash up man cat, mash up man stall, mash up man goods. You see me? And look at that. Tell me now, you know build blood clot market for people can go sell them goods. But at the end of the day, you know mash up people things. Yo, Jamaican people for start rebel and kill out every police. Every police. Every police.
Yeah, so we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we take that threat seriously, We don't take it lightly. So we'd like the Commissioner of Police, Major Anthony Anderson, and the Minister, Dr. Orius Chan, to do the necessary and arm our young police officers. Once a police officer graduates from the National Police College, they must arm them. If a police officer messed up with the government gun, there are places to deal with them, whether it's court or departmentally. You cannot leave the police them out there like that for people to kill them. I remember, when I graduated from the police academy in 1988, as a young man, I was the youngest police out of my batch. And I was very, very much afraid of losing my life because killing police was a prize from I was growing up, from in the 70s in Jonestown. You kill a police, it doesn't matter if the police them kill you back. When the police kill back the killer, the police killer, he is revered in the community. And they talk about this person, this man, like he's some hero. So it's time for you're talking about modernizing the police force. Number one, we do not see you promoting the police officer when they are killed in the line of duty, or they kill whenever they are when they are doing police work, like even the detective sergeant they're killing Caymanas. He died on the job, That man died in the line of duty. He's supposed to be promoted to an inspector. But you people not doing that because you're watching the government coffers, because people have to be thieving out of it. You need to arm these young police officers, because when I was a young police officer, I used to be fearful. Yes, I fearful. So I used to thief the government gun when I was a young police at Maypen. You understand? But it's a good thing, the person who used to certify the diary, Rasta, Sergeant Roy, yeah man, love them on there, and Inspector Ling. It's because they had, they like me, and so I was able. I have never gone to any orderly room for thieving away the gun, because I was a hard-working young police officer. You understand? So the time to you modernize in the police force, modernize it and make these young police officers arm them. So I want you to listen to this other guy now. He was a part of the Jamaica Young Police Group, and I had to kick him out, because the man was spewing some real diatribe, against the system, And I could not be a party to it, because I am responsible for what people saying it, and they have to say things responsibly, and he just venting. And you have to understand it. So when a man junk and talk in mind, believe him, Because not because I alcohol give him that courage to speak up, but you must listen to him. So I want you to listen to this man.
See what I go on. So I say I could draw to Africa. I could link up some real revolutionary. You know what I mean? Cause bro, I know my way can work, You can work, you know, and 1,000 riflemen we just a grown and we have a list where we are go for, you know. And everybody where did have public trust and public interest at heart and you move wrong, we just move to your list. We move to your list. You know what I mean? But we are going to need backative. Some strong country all down Africa, because you see them America, you see them England, them are classify we. And them are say we are this and them are say we are that and totos. We it look like a we are a problem when we want better. Because no badness me I say, you know. Cause them like a bad man, I mean, ain't nothing for them, you know, but to me a vision a thing like a gun you no want fire, a shot you no want, but see one real fight, yeah. See a real fighter, so if a gun you want fire, you come fire gun over here, so we not fire no gun for run no place or no dance ship. You know what I mean? A revolutionary, you know, say a martyr business. If we have to go drop out, for my youth come see a better Jamaica, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, 3 different property me have on the ground, man. Over 7 different business me have on the ground, man. You know what I mean? So, regardless if it change or not change, me still a be part of the society of Jamaica. Me still a do my thing. And me still a, but it grieve me hard for know say, brother, me want pre-righteousness, man. Me want righteousness. Me want just live on a righteousness. Or if the whole of we are criminal, the whole of we are just criminal and done, but me no want no criminal that come move like a him a the good guy and then want come give me judgment when you a bigger criminal than me, bro. Like, you know, go work, my friend. You know what I mean? So everybody can feel them ways. And me just think say it have to get dread. We have to get dread. We have to go link up Richard Curry them and everybody get on one accord. And the body set a man them, everybody get on one accord. And we know say a righteousness. We link with down some place down Africa we have them natural thing and we start do some trade with Africa. Brother children don't know like. Brother we sit down and live on the America thing and UK and the Western world thing, brother. Worse the country I get worse. Yeah, it are modernized, yes. But may I tell you, if you want to be typical Jamaican, you know what I mean? Everyday Jamaican, want to him. I could not say, man, them want to run this thing, my father, but just as me I say, me don't know what time it is, so I just go and light my chalice and I go and humble, you know, car. 3 different passports me have, you see me? But I grown me depend right now, like, I grown, you know what I mean? But we just don't want to live, we don't want to live that way here, bro. And I know like we under no pressure to our we not, because we have some, you know what I mean? We know a corruption too, you know, man. You know what I mean? I'm not say we in a corruption, but if you want to dip on the ground and, you know what I mean? But I'm willing for done with the corruption, man. I'm willing for done with it, man, and we give up everything I know say it's a better country. And that me I deal with. Me not depend on America do this and America you need to take these guys visa and America you're wicked and so man with there Jamaica. You set the thing for you wicked so me can't look for you. Me can't look towards you to get this thing better. It not go work that way there, bro.
Yes, I hope the Prime Minister, you know, Sir Andrew Holness, and the opposition leader, Mark the Golden is listening to that recording, you know. And if you listen to what that man is saying, so both of them, you know, if you listen what both of them are saying, you know, 2 different persons, and they're saying the same thing. And I have warned you people, you know, about the Indicom Act that you guys enacted into law as a way of retaliating against the police force. Yes, because you want to control the boy them, because the boy them work with the feds and make them extradite Dudos to America like Dudos says anybody. Dudos is a criminal. And then retaliate against the police force. And what happened at Tivoli, you know, that is just a dry run, you know. And I told the people, you know, you hear what this man is saying? He's saying 1,000 rifle. And he said no more than 1,000 rifles in Jamaica. All they need is a leader. all these men in Jamaica need is a leader like Christopher Dudus Cook. Anyhow, they have a leader like Christopher Dudus Cook to go in parliament. All of you guys ask bake. No if, no buts. This is the street speaking. So all of you Mark Golden, all of you Peter Bunting, all of you Peter Phillips, Michael Phillips, Dana Scott Borasing and the likes, who think that because you're kissing up to terrorists down there and the criminals them and the gunmen, they're going to spare you. Listen to what this man saying. He's willing to give his life for a better Jamaica because he's tired of the corruption. And there's only two law, one for the people uptown and one for the lower massive of the people. And they're tired of it. You understand? The law must be equally distributed, but no, they're seeing it for themselves with Gene and Pantan. Gene and Pantan should be in jail. Should not be in any house but walking with walker. All of a sudden she have walker and wheelchair. Pretending. What happened to her? If she even... I have seen men who their cronies shot them and them get crippled. That police, and he was wanted for murder and he was arrested and charged of murder and spent his entire time and his ass in jail until he was convicted for murder. Why is Gene and Pantan in our apartment? So that is the reason why you have all of these people. But not only that, the dry run that Christopher Dudus Cook did in May 2010 when they barricade themselves in Tivoli Gardens along with many even all the way from St. James. That's how people love this man, this criminal. That almost 90 people give away their life for him. One man and he's still alive. I am warning you guys, all of you when you pass the Indicom Act, all of you think that you are safe. So the police are fleeing Jamaica in droves, because they see what is coming. Watch. They said, a word to the wise is sufficient. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Jamaica Young Police channel out.